Hello, students. How are you all? Hope that all of you are well by the grace of Almighty. This is Pallob Sir from St. Gregory's High School and College. Today I am here to describe a chapter which is based on SSC ICT, and this is the second chapter. The name of this chapter is the computer and the security of the user. Here we can find some security based, like install and uninstall the softwares and try to learn some passwords related things which will help us to secure our operating system as well as each and every softwares and application. In this chapter, after completing this chapter, we'll be able to explain the importance of computer maintenance, differentiate between software uninstallation and software deletion, explain the importance of using password and antivirus for the security of computer data and software, explain the difference between general and social sites. We can analyze the consequence of the excessive use of the internet. We can explain the negative aspects of playing games excessively. We can also describe the event of software piracy, and we also can explain the importance of copyright law and explain the necessity of security with reference to the free flow of information in the internet. And we also can explain the importance of troubleshooting in computer and install and uninstall software following the right process, prepare unique password, and troubleshoot the usual problems of the computer. So let's start the main topics of the chapter. First of all, we have to know the importance of software in the maintenance of computer. For that reason, we have to learn some story, and here the story is. Story 1 is mainly based on a girl whose name is Raina, was very intent on having a laptop from his father after getting admission to the college. As her attainment in the first term examination was good, her father brought her a branded laptop with Core i5 processor. Raina was impressed with the quality and speed of the laptop. She installed many pieces of software within a few days. However, she noticed a gradual decline in its performance. After 1 year, she observed that the laptop was running too slow and it was risksome working on the computer. After some days, she made a capricious demand to her father for purchasing another one for her. So here we can see some problem in your day-to-day life. So let's go through the second story. Here there is a boy whose name is Ankon. He has recently taken internet connection for the computer. Now he frequently browses the web and has benefited greatly from the sites with the information related to his study. Besides education, he uses the internet for sending emails, listening to music, and watching movies. Recently, he has found the computer often restarting without any prior notification. In addition, the internet browser opens different sites without any command. One day, he inserted a memory stick into the USB connection port on his computer. He was shocked to find out that his files turned into shortcuts. So we all know that in your SSC level, we have to answer 25 MCQ. That's why in some important lines or some important words, I will try to mark that, which will help you. So he was shocked to find out that his files turned into shortcut virus. This is a virus whose name is shortcut. He couldn't even locate the original files. So for that shortcut virus, he couldn't even locate the original files. Okay. Then what do you understand from the above events? This is a question. What do you understand from the above events? Okay. Is it similar to our experience? You have already known many things about information and communication technology this time, and you have understood that the processor and the software are the main components in ICT. So here can comes a question that which are the main components in ICT? So the processor and the software are the main components in ICT. A new computer, be it a desktop, laptop or tablet, usually runs fast, but after some days it gradually slows down. As it gets old, so it becomes slow. Sometimes you have to wait for long after giving a command. Situation at times becomes so worse. Sometimes you become so annoyed that you want to buy a new one. Seriously, it's annoying things for a guardian or a member for a family. What is the way to get rid of this situation? So this is the main part, that what is the way to get rid of this situation. Okay. Here lies the importance of computer maintenance. You have learned a little about computer maintenance in the junior class. Most of the people do not like the task of maintaining ICT or technological devices. So most of the people don't like which type of task, the maintaining ICT or technological devices. Okay. However, it is an important task. And it means maintaining ICT or technological device is an important task. If you want to keep your ICT device operative, you have to maintain it. You need not to be an expert for that job. We are talking of software-oriented maintenance of ICT devices. Then if the Windows operating system of Microsoft company is used in your ICT device, almost in all the computers of the world, Windows operating system is used. So this is the main part, that almost in all the computers of the world, Windows operating system is used. So you have to check its status and update the operating system all the time. If the device is connected to the internet, the updates are done automatically. So if the device is connected to the internet, okay, then the updates are done automatically. Okay. Other operating systems provide a similar kind of facilities, like same facilities too. In spite of that, you have to use registry cleanup software to keep the machine first. So we can use the registry cleanup software to keep the machine first. Okay. If you do not use this software, your machine will not work properly and it will be a matter of annoyance for you. Besides, every time while using the computer, some temporary files are created. If these files are not erased for a long time, they occupy a lot of space in the hard disk and slow down the speed of this computer. So if these files are not erased for a long time, they occupy a lot of space in the hard disk and slow down the speed of the computer. That is why we should erase the temporary files with the software. So we should erase the temporary files with the software. Okay, it will make some space free and speed up for the computer. Nowadays, the use of ICT device cannot be imagined without the internet connection. Okay, so nowadays the use of ICT device cannot be imagined without the internet connection. Many cookies and temporary internet files are saved in the cache memory of the internet browser. When you surf the net, it slows down the computer. So which types of things slows down the computer? Many cookies and temporary internet files are saved in the cache memory. That type of memory and that type of file slows down our computer. If it is not possible to clean up the cache memory every day, it must be done in every few days intervals. A piece of software can help you to get the job done. Using ICT device without antivirus, anti-spyware and anti-malware is very risky. So without antivirus, anti-spyware and anti-malware is very risky. Without using these types of thing, by continue a device working. It's an important maintenance activity that protect the user's device from the attack of virus, malware and spyware, and they can safely use their devices. Now, many antivirus, anti-malware and anti-spyware software can be downloaded free of cost from the internet and used to protect the computer. Even these pieces of software can be updated from the internet. The use of ICT device without updated antivirus is very risky. Okay. So the use of ICT device without updated antivirus is very risky. Then the computer users can run disk cleanup and disk defragmenter to keep the usual speed of the computer. So the computer users can run disk cleanup and disk defragmenter to keep the usual speed of the computer. These programs are attached with the operating systems. So what types of programs are attached with the operating system? Disk cleanup and disk defragmenter types of programs are attached with the operating system. These two pieces of software, okay, software clean up the space of hardware and arrange the files in such an order so that the speed of computer is kept up. Then there is a procedure by which we can learn the installation and uninstallation of software. We know that the ICT devices are operated with software. These pieces of software have to be installed in the computer or in other devices. When we purchase any ICT device, the seller asks us about the software that we require. The seller, after installing the required pieces of software along with operating software, gives it to us. So the seller, after installing the required pieces of software along with operating software, gives it to us. In this way, we can use ICT devices. For example, computer, tablet, smartphone, etc. as we require. Remember one thing, when we want to buy a device or electronic device, the buyer has always helped us to install some software. Okay, the seller and we are, as a buyer, always helped by that types of software. The process of installing operating system software is complex. The process of installing operating system software is complex, and expertise is essential for this job. We will have discussions on it in your next class. In addition to the operating system software, we need two different types of software. These pieces of software should be installed on the basis of our needs. Installation of any software requires special attention to the issues given below. Whether the hardware of your device supports the pieces of software to be installed, whether there is anything important in README file, if any read it, whether all the works are stopped during installation or not. If not, the installation process often gets hampered, whether the antivirus software is turned off, and whether the administrator of operating system has the permission or not. All the devices have the permission except some particular devices. We will discuss in details in the next class. Installation of the software except the operating system one depends almost on the operating system itself. Okay, so installation of software except the operating system one depends almost on the operating system itself. However, the process of installation is almost the same. We need the soft or the digital copy of the piece of software to install it. So we need the soft or the digital copy of the piece of software to install it. It can be collected from CD, DVD, pen drive, or the internet. So piece of software we can collect from CD, DVD, pen drive, or the internet also. In most of the cases, a program called autorun is attached with the software. So this autorun helps us to run the program and install the program automatically. When you insert CD and DVD or connect a pen drive to the USB port, the autorun program becomes activated and the piece of software seeks permission for the setup. Follow the next steps after giving the permissions and the piece of software will be installed in your computer. Restarting the device. Restarting the device, you will be able to use the program. The steps of installing a piece of software is shown below. Here there are some snapshots which help us to learn how to install a software. Double click the setup file of the piece of software. The following figure 1 is set up. Double clicking on it, it will start the installation. Okay, this is the exe file from downloaded from internet or collected from DVD or CD or from any pen drive. And after clicking this exe file, we will get this box. And after clicking yes on this, we will get this option English, and then we have to click on this OK button, and then we have to click on this next option, and then we have to click on this next option, and then we have to also click on this next option, and we have to click on this install button. After clicking on this install button, we will get this option finish, and we can click on this option that run the VLC media player. So the steps can be followed for software installation. Okay, so these are all the process of installing a software. So these are the process of installation a software like VLC media player or any types of player. Now we have to learn how to install software. Suppose that you do not need to use the software anymore. What will you do then? Suppose we do not need to use these types of software anymore. So we have to uninstall the software. So for uninstall the software, most of the users keep the software in the hard disk. It occupies a space and creates a problem to run the ICT device smoothly. Yes? So it's wise to uninstall unnecessary software. Okay, this is a wise decision to uninstall unnecessary softwares. How will we uninstall this software? Operating system software helps us to get the job done. The nature of all kinds of operating system software is almost same. However, it is easier to uninstall software from the device run by the Android operating system, especially in the touch screen smartphone. select the application from the settings and touch the particular software. So in touch application, just select the application from the settings and touch the particular software. A menu will be viewed on the screen. Touch the space where uninstall is written and the piece of software will be uninstalled. But for the PC, the following steps should be followed to uninstall the software from a computer or an ICT device run by Microsoft Windows operating system, used by most of the people of the world. Click Start button and go to the control panel, then double click the add or remove or point to uninstall a program. Okay. Look, these are the images. Go to the control panel option from our start button. Then we have to click on this uninstall a program and then select which types of program we want to uninstall, and then we can uninstall the program. So I will try to give some example, like start button. Here I type control panel. Okay, so this is the control panel. After clicking this control panel, we will get this. Look at this. This is the option of uninstall a program. After clicking this, these are all the option. Here we can uninstall anything, like this is Bandicam. We can uninstall or change Bandicam MPG decorator, like 7-zip. We can uninstall. After clicking this uninstall option, we can uninstall this thing. Okay, so these are the part which we will discuss today. So that's all for today, students. I will give you some HW on the upper part, so do that with at your own way. Okay, so stay safe and stay at home. Thank you, everyone.